What is the true cost of coal mining in history? You can measure it a bunch of different ways. You can measure it in the price per ton that people paid for coal, not very much, but it heated their homes in the winter. You could measure it in terms of the cost that went into buying the equipment to mine coal and paying the miners, not a big item, paying the miners to bring the coal up from under the earth. But I found a different measure that I think is most revealing, and that is a measure of the number of men who died digging coal. My period to look at these deaths was 1900 to 1945 or so, and I found in the Pennsylvania Commonwealth Department of Commerce that it registered almost every one of them. So when you go down there and look through the records, what you find are things like this. This is page after page of dead miners, killed in all sorts of accidents all over the state, most of them in bituminous accidents at this point. I want you to hear some of the names so you get an idea of the nationalities that work down in the mines. Yablonsky, that's a famous name in coal mining. Zabula, Halamidio, Gobak, Bozak, Ristik, Shalanka, Babila, Ritchie, Mazovsky, Franco, Ropicki, Fedorak, Crook, Delius, Barante, Rastich. And if you go to another column just next to that, there's nationalities. Slav, Croatian, Pole, Slav, Hungarian, Croatian, Pole, German, Slav, Pole, Croatian, English, Italian, Slav. And then there's an even sadder part of this. Well, their ages are also listed, and you got to imagine that coal mining was generally a young person's business, because once you got too old, around my age, you're not going down on a coal mine. The ages of the people who died in some of these incidents, I'll just read down the numbers: 27, 33, 22, 29, 23, 34, not available, 21, 33, 36, 31, 23, 21, 34, 27, 18, 39, 23, 30, 43, 16, 31, not available, 54, and 28. Pages and pages of numbers like that to tell you that people in midlife often got killed in coal mines, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. It was a difficult and dangerous business. I think it was 1935. The legislature passed a law that said you could not work in a coal mine if you were under the age of 14. So 14 and up was okay, I guess, but those kind of numbers are really troubling, because you begin to realize that those mines were filled up with very young people. Some of them, their parents lied for them. Their fathers would lie for them and bring them into the mine to help support more money for the family. And they would often show up in fatal accidents as age unknown. But there were a lot of them killed. You can't minimize the level of violence that occurred in mining in Pennsylvania in that era. And I'm not saying it was direct violence, one person killing another. It was the earth. The earth was reaching out and killing the people who were coming down and taking its minerals. And that's a brutal thing to recognize, but it's as true an assumption as you can carry when you're looking at these numbers. The earth had no time for people who were coming down to dig coal.